Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have a special interview here at the Piledriver. You've heard me say this man's name multiple times. You've seen him if you've been at Mega Championship Wrestling. He is the enforcer for Cash Inc., Chris Onyx. Thank you so much for joining me, man. How are you this evening?
I'm well, man. How you feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Super excited to have you on. Like I said, the people, if they're listening to this, they've heard me say your name. They should know by now who you are. I have been a giant supporter of yours since day one. I'm fucking stoked for you, bro.
I appreciate that, man. And listen, I think
Oh, it seems like we're losing him a little bit.
how could you not be a fan? You know,
Oh, 100%. I've been riding with Cash Inc. for a long time. Probably my first mega event. I fell in love with Cash Inc. I just loved everything about it. This is when Ashton was still with the group. And then I watched Ashton take the title away from Trey Miguel, and then the whole downfall, and then just everything. I've been riding with Cash Inc. since the beginning. I know you guys see me front row. You guys see me at the shows. I'm repping for you
every
guys.
time,
I'm in your corner.
Listen, I know we catch a lot of heat, and a lot of people don't like us, but the support is always appreciated. You know,
Hey, in my opinion, you guys are just doing what's best for business. And Cash Inc.'s what's best for business right now.
That's absolutely, and that rubs a lot of people the wrong way, which honestly I could care less about. I know Ken could care less about. I know Gavin and Skylar could care less about, and it's nothing personal.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Heard that.
That's what it is.
I heard that.
Coming up next Saturday, originally, we're going to talk about this a little bit because originally it was scheduled for you to finally get something that I've been calling for a long time, to get a title shot. And as we see it on your shoulder now, last week on Turmoil, you got a shot and you cashed in on that opportunity. And again, it is on your shoulder. You are the Brass Knuckles champion. How did this, for the people that didn't get a chance to watch Turmoil, how did this title shot come into fruition that night?
So, I had my match with El Tic Taco. That was my previous match before my title shot, and after Turmoil, I told him, I said, I'm 3-0 now, and these are dominant wins. These aren't lucky. They're not. These are dominant wins. And that whole locker room's understood that what was coming since the moment I walked through it. Since I walked right through into those doors, right into that locker room, I caught the eyes of everybody. Some people, a bit envious, already sizing me up a little bit, as they should.
I can vouch for that.
I saw it in their eyes. I could almost hear the voice of doubt in the back of their heads. I could almost hear with my own ears.
Now
it was just a matter of time. I told Brandon.
I believe you. I believe you, and I can't remember what event it was that you first showed up at. I don't remember the name of it, but the first time that you showed up as just Ken's enforcer, I didn't know who you were. The announcer didn't say your name, but you came out and I saw you, and my first text message immediately after the show was over to Ken was, who the fuck was that with you? Because he looks like he means fucking business. And since then, like you said, it seems like the locker room has taken notice. You've put them on notice and given them a reason to basically envy you.
Absolutely. And, it was just a matter of time. I had to tell him after that win off at Tic Taco. I said, listen, man, I'm 3-0. Like, you're giving title shots to people that aren't this dominant. It's about time. And he agreed. And of course, at halfway through my conversation, who do I get interrupted by? But Louis Giovanni. And he starts running his mouth, running it, because he had a little bit of gold around his waist. And you know what? It caught my eye.
He has had some pretty solid title defenses.
He has.
And
Absolutely.
I was,
Absolutely.
I was behind him. I was in his corner, but
Hmm.
the opportunity presented itself. As we can see, you cashed in. So
Absolutely. I don't miss.
ultimately, what does that mean for the upcoming show? What does that mean for Back to Business? Is the match still on? Are you defending the title now? Is it just the same, just reverse? Is he getting a rematch? Are you going against somebody else? Are they giving you a
So
well-deserved night off because you've already proven that you don't? What do you hold the gold now? So
I night off, like a night off just isn't my thing.
thank
You know,
God, thank God.
it's not my
I already bought my ticket, and that was one of the main reasons I bought my ticket was to see you win that goddamn title.
I appreciate that, but listen, you could have went to Facebook Live and seen that, as I'm sure
That
you did.
I did, I did.
Absolutely, you did. How could you not? But
It's Thursday's my
at-
night off with work, so while my kids at softball practice, I'm watching Turmoil on my phone. So I'm solid
we
on Thursday
appreciate
nights
that.
now.
But let me go ahead and it hasn't been. Let me drop a little gem. Honestly, I couldn't wait to announce this.
Pile
This
driver
feels like
exclusive. Pile driver exclusive.
feels like the perfect platform for it. So Lou is getting his rematch, but
Okay.
that'll be tomorrow on Turmoil.
Oh, so tomorrow on Turmoil, he gets the rematch.
He does, and it's deserved. He held his own. I'll, if there's any doubt, let me silence it tomorrow. But as for
Okay.
September 23rd at Back to Business, I think Back to Business is a very appropriate name for this because there is some unfinished business.
Uh-oh.
And as far as that goes, on September 23rd, it will be the Killer Instinct himself, Chris Onyx, versus Ashton Day.
You shut your damn mouth. Oh my God. Why? Why do you do this to me? Oh my Lanta. Look, we all know I'm a big Ashton Day fan as well. This match is
Absolutely.
gonna go fucking hard. I can't wait. This is even better now. I'm fucking stoked. That is gem. Thank you for that, sir. That is much
Absolutely.
appreciated. I cannot wait for this. Again, already stacking to a card. It just shows again. I don't know if you're following along with Neo Pro, another promotion we cover here in
Absolutely.
Northeast Ohio,
I
but
got
they
my eye
just
on everybody.
they just recently had some stuff that happened where wrestlers couldn't make it and they filled in, and for you to seize the opportunity and then Brandon to just fill in the card like this, choice to Brandon Xavier. Again, that's a bombshell right there.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't think we've forgotten. You know that he
I
could
I
he
highly
can.
doubt that the drama between Ashton Day and Cash Inc. is over. Last
It's
time
not
it was Ashton and Christian. So again, Ashton, you better bring some backup or have some eyes in your back of your head because Cash Inc. They will be ringside as always. They're there to
as
support their
always.
team. They're there to support their team, and it's.
And you know what? I do recall in the beginning of this podcast saying that it wasn't personal, that nothing was personal. But yeah, I think
I
this
was
one
I
is.
was gonna say it seems like it's gotten a little more personal over the months.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? It's time to remind him who brought him to the show to start with. You know,
Okay, all
and
right.
as far as all that goes, he brought the mega title. He brought gold to Cash Inc. Skylar and Connor, or Skylar and Gavin, they brought gold to Cash Inc. It's my turn,
They they
So I feel
they
like I
also
did
have a big match coming up on the 23rd, which could
huge
put
match.
them right back in line for that gold. So
Honestly, if they told me not to be out there, I wouldn't even be worried about it. I wouldn't. Those titles
yeah,
are coming
that's what we said on the
right
show
back where
last
they
night.
belong.
It
Cash
could
Inc.
it
It's
it could go either way. That fatal four way could go any way. I could see any of those teams winning it. But as always, I'm going to root for Cash Inc. in that match. That's who I would like to win personally.
we appreciate that, and you know, Cash Inc. I think we look way better dripped in gold.
I agree 110%, my friend. Now, I want to get into a couple other things. I will talk about, we'll bring the people back, but I want to get to know you a little bit more. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. What are some things you like to do in your spare time when you're not walking around, defending your title?
Uh, the gym, of course. Getting reps inside the ring. Jujitsu. Specialist. I did that for a couple years of my life. Boxed for most of my life.
Big MMA
Uh,
guy, or more
big
so
time,
boxing?
big time MMA guy.
Who's your favorite MMA fighter? Were you fucking as shocked as I was that Izzy got beat up last week? Bruh.
Yes and no.
My
We
six
all
leg
know
parlay dropped on that. Every other fight won except for Izzy, and that was the biggest favorite. Like, oh,
that was the home run. That was the easy. That was the walk off right there. Like, you
exactly.
know. But as far as favorite of all time,
Yeah, give me a ball time.
man, I think I got to go with John Bones, man.
John Bones. I'm really excited for
Always.
his fight, and I don't know who to root for because we're big Cleveland guys here at the Piledriver. We
Big
root for
Cleveland
all
guys.
all things Cleveland. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't pick between my favorite fighter. I had picked two every time because Rampage Jackson will always be just OG for me. But I also love John Bones Jones. So for him to
That's
be
actually
fighting
hilarious.
Stipe is I'm fucking nervous. Again, it's like you and Ashton. I don't care who wins. It's gonna go hard regardless. Like,
Well, listen. If there's any chance to take a parlay and you want to win, you bet on gold. You bet on gold.
killer instinct.
That's it. And as far as it's funny you said Rampage Jackson because I'm a huge Rashad Evans fan.
Okay, that was when I first kind of got into UFC. Was that Ultimate Fighter where they were coaches against
The
each other?
door. Yeah,
Yep,
the door.
yep. That was kind of where I started getting into UFC. So yeah, Rampage has always
Absolutely.
been one of my favorites. But like currently, I like Sugar Sean
How
O'Malley.
could
I
you not?
like I like it's hard
How could
to
I?
it's
Connor.
hard. I love Connor. I love Izzy. Israel Adesanya is probably one of
I'm a
my
huge
favorites
Connor
too.
guy.
Just the movement. And I love Connor too,
Absolutely.
but that's because he's a cocky asshole, and I'm about that life.
I know that's right. I was actually I was really out for a while there. I was actually a Poirier fan too.
Okay, Dustin
Hmm
Poirier is pretty solid. I always, like I said, I like the old school more. I wish I could have like
hmm
A Lyoto Machida fighting now
Ooh,
would be just crazy.
yes, GSP.
GSP fighting some of these guys now would be nuts.
Oh, or
All right,
prime time Anderson Silva. Mm,
yeah.
mm.
Now let's switch gears back to what we do a little bit. Give me
Yep.
some of your wrestling influences and like some of your favorites. Maybe your favorites might not be your wrestling influences.
Yeah. So yeah, I could see that because huge influence mine is Bully Ray.
Okay.
Big time Bully Ray guy. Uh especially as far as, he says what he means, he's real in your face about it. And like I really only know one way to be, and that's kind of that way to be.
Okay.
And then as far as favorite wrestler of all time, man, because
You can
I
give
was
me
around
I was gonna say you don't have to
I was
narrow it down.
around
You can give me a couple because I got a
I was
couple too. There's no way I'm narrowing it down to just one.
I was around for the ass end of the Attitude Era,
Okay.
and then big time Randy Orton fan, man. Very,
A hundred
I don't know
percent.
if you
I get
saw,
it.
yeah, yeah. I
Oh yeah.
actually
Viper Legend Killer Randy
used
Orton
his
is one of my
backbreaker.
favorite gimmicks ever. Legend Killer Orton was one of the best gimmicks ever.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah, no, I
of
get
all
it.
time, of
I
all
have
time.
I have a tattoo on my arm
Hmm
of the Ultimate Warrior, and he's in my top 5, but he's not my favorite wrestler. Like, but I like his
Absolutely, I
message.
get it. I
When
get it.
when Warrior passed away, I loved the message, the whole come out on Raw and how he put that heartfelt ass speech, and I just it
The night before,
resonated. It
yeah,
resonated with me.
the night before he dies, man.
Yeah.
Insane.
It wasn't. I mean, again, like I said, he's not even my top 5. Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler of all time. Heartbreak
Absolutely.
Kid is A1 of all. He's the GOAT, showstopper. All that they said, it's all true.
The
Nothing will ever beat
comeback Shawn
Shawn.
Michaels or The
Us,
first
just
round.
Shawn Michaels, just Shawn Michaels, not bald Shawn Michaels, because now Shawn Michaels he's been hitting the head too many times. He's cockeyed and shit. Like, but we still love him. We still love him.
Absolutely.
Well, champ,
Absolutely.
I don't want to take up too much of your time. I do want to thank you for coming on with me tonight, telling me a little bit about what happened and letting people know. I know, hopefully, I'm gonna try to get this out, try to get it edited up, try to get it out in the morning. So hopefully it'll come out before Turmoil comes on. If not, I'm hoping to see you holding that title. I hope Louis don't pull a sly one against you. But we're not going to count him out. He did win the title at one point for a reason. So, but I wish the best of luck to you, my friend. I will be watching tomorrow night. I got nothing but the best of love for you and Cash Inc. Make sure to send everybody love from the Piledriver podcast.
And very much so.
We will see you tomorrow night on Turmoil, and then also next weekend. It's the 23rd. Yes, the 23rd. Doors open at 4:30. Bell starts at bell time is 5 p.m. Lorain County Community College Field House. Tickets are still available. VIP is almost sold out. I saw from Papa Jeff today.
Yes, sir. They already know what's coming. They all want to see Cash Inc. win.
Okay. Anything else? Give me one last thing you got to say to these people. Let them know. Any social handles you want to follow, shout out, anything of that nature.
Yes, there is a Facebook page being created right now under the title of Chris Onyx, naturally. The Instagram handle is at Christian Blends, all one word. Because instead of being, only a brass knuckles champion, I also cut hair. I'm a barber.
I was to say when you're not slicing people up in the ring, you're keeping that lineup nice and tight.
Slice them up in the chair for a hefty fee. For a hefty fee.
So Christian Blends on the gram.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook page is being made. As you know, you can stick here. We will give you all the updates to Mega Championship Wrestling as well as Neo Pro OCW when we have them. Can't wait to see you next week, bud.
All right. See you then, brother.
Thanks again.
All right.